Hey everybody, it's Dan with the MCAA. I am here at the Ameyalli Resort and Residences with Jeff Tu, the Director of Technical Services and Training at our cornerstone partner, Westlake Royal Stone Solutions. Jeff, we're excited to be out here today.
Yeah, we've got a beautiful day. We're excited to be at the MCAA mid-year meetings this year, and we missed the opportunity to go fly fishing, but we thought what better way to use our time than to put some boots on the ground at a job site. And we'd like to take you around and show you what we see.
You know, Jeff, I can't help but notice that part of what I love about masonry is when the structures and the designs integrate so well with the natural surrounding.
Yeah, it was one of the key components for those that developed this for their residents to have a health and wellness programs and amenities. And the design team intentionally placed it so that the masonry would have an opportunity through the architecture to be placed in with its natural environment.
Now, Jeff, I can't help but notice that these are multi-clad buildings, and the manufactured stone veneer in particular is not a look you would expect out here. Can we look closer?
Yeah, let's walk over here and take a closer look. And you're absolutely right. What we're finding in design, both for residential and commercial projects, is the addition of multiple different claddings on the project. And that's one addition on this one is a stone. There's actually 4 different claddings, different directions, horizontals and verticals, and manufactured stone just lends itself really well as an accent. Doesn't matter if it's a brick, cement board siding, vinyl siding, manufactured stone does an amazing job as an accent. So part of the reason they may have selected this particular stone is it mimics the tufa rock, which is natural from the mineral springs that are around here. No matter where your project is located in the United States or around the world, there's a manufactured stone color, texture that you love, you can get that look on your building. And that's what makes those buildings so beautiful, is the natural look, the natural feel of that manufactured stone veneer. Well, Dan, we've been looking at some completed projects. I just wanted to take a few minutes to walk you through what the contractor and the mason would need to go through to get to that completed place. I started my career as a contractor installing, and it's near and dear to my heart, and love what these guys are able to do. And so typically with a building like this, there's going to be some kind of a primary water resistive barrier put on first. That's usually there when the mason or contractor shows up. They're going to need to put either a secondary layer, a sacrificial layer of a WRB on, or maybe a rain screen. And then that's usually followed by lath and a scratch coat, or in some situations a cement board, either way. But that gives us the ability to hang that stone on, which is transferring the load from either the lath and scratch coat or the cement board back into the framing. Now, when they begin to apply the stones, they're going to back butter those stones 100% with either a Type S mortar, or codes are actually changing, going to a modified mortar. And when they place that stone, they're going to do some movement to help that mortar transfer to either the lath and scratch or the cement board. Once they've got it to where they want, they're going to stop for a second and hold it. And then when they let go, at that point, that stone is set. Hoping that they've used their torpedo level to check for level and plumb, or maybe they've got some chalk lines. But those are the different ways that contractors work to make sure that that stonework stays level. If it has a grout joint, like we've seen on the homes previously, they're going to come back through with either a canvas or a plastic grout bag, inject the mortar in there, hit it with a wooden stick or a metal striking tool, and eventually a brush as it begins to set up to give that finished look.
You know, Jeff, after we were up close and personal with the residences, I made you go get me a couple pieces to take a look at up close.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's nothing like stone to kind of draw in that natural aesthetic from the environment that's around you. And quite honestly, the fact that stone's been used as a cornerstone for building from the beginning of time, why not use stone? Stone brings a sense of permanence and resilience and beauty to any project, whether it's residential or commercial. Now, we've got some manufactured stone pieces here. With manufactured stone, there's going to be both corners and flats that are sized by the masons at our warehouses or at our plants to make sure that those are going to fit together, so that it cuts down the amount of time that the mason has to spend on site doing any cutting and trimming. The fact that we've got corner returns gives us the sense of a full bed depth stone and not just something that would be a veneer. But again, with the molds that have changed over the last 10 to 20 years, the technology has gotten so much better that we're able to grab sediment lines and details that are in a natural stone and then replicate those in a manufactured product.
That's fascinating.
Yep. The thing we love about manufactured stone is it's lightweight, so it can go on just about any structure with typical framing. It's thin, and so we're not taking up a lot of wall space. Space is a premium, and if we're not taking up space on the footprint of the building, we're able to allow more of that space to be used inside. And then again, the fact that we've got so many different textures and colors, doesn't matter what type of design you're working on, we can find something that matches the color and texture that you're looking for.
So Jeff, we've talked about aesthetics. Let's talk about the resiliency of MSV.
Yeah, that's an extremely important question, because the last thing you want is to put a material on your building and have failure a few years later.
Right.
And so the opportunity with manufactured stone started for us about 5 years ago, when the building code began to require through ASTM C1670 that any manufactured stone used in residential or commercial construction meet those minimum requirements. They're testing things like compressive strength and PSI and freeze thaw. Freeze thaw is important in an environment that's getting snow and rain and things like that. And what that assures is that homeowner or the owner of that commercial building that that material is going to last and it's not going to cause any kind of health issues. And that's in part of wellness, whether it's on the building, and I think it even goes back to our manufacturing facilities, where we make sure that our employees work in a safe environment. The machines are not set up that they would hurt them. We're pulling the dust out of those buildings so they're not breathing it in. We want a healthy and well situation from the manufacturing process all the way through completion.
Now, Jeff, this is just the beginning of a large project. I know that there's the residences, there's the resort itself that'll be built. There's a spa, maybe single-family homes down the line. Westlake is spec'd for all of this, but it wouldn't be possible without the installer community. So tell me about that and the value that Westlake puts on the masonry installer community.
Absolutely. Probably the thing that I get the most excited to talk about, because we do make what we feel like is a beautiful and unique product, but it takes the skilled mason and contractor to apply it to the wall. They've got a certain artistry and ability to make a beautiful product look even better on those homes. And again, it takes some vision, it takes work, it takes effort, and we are so excited when we're able to partner with the masons and the contractors that are out there. Part of my job and my team is just to spend time with contractors, help them out when they need help, support them when they need support, because they are such an important piece to everything that we do.
So, you know, Jeff, we've talked about the resiliency, the material selection. One of the big things we push at the MCAA is masonry strong like on my hat, and that pertains to elevating a structure in a residence. And tell me a little bit about some of the ROI that you've seen.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that opportunity, and that is one of the things that we love about working with MCAA is we love masonry. Whether it's CMU and natural stone and manufactured stone, we want to support masonry and see more masonry on more structures every day than what we're seeing today. And so one of the things with manufactured stone is we've talked about the beauty of it and the beauty that a true artist, a true craftsman, a mason can bring to a project. The stone can also help with the value of that building. You know, Zonda does a study every year where they review different products and the value that those products bring, and manufactured stone has ranked in the top 3 for over 10 years now. And so what it does is it allows that owner to realize real value by adding manufactured stone to it.
It's fantastic. Well, Jeff, this was a great break from mid-year, but you and I have a meeting to get back to now, so let's go.